What if I told you that the reality you live in is nothing more than a direct reflection of your inner world? According to the mirror principle, everything you see around you won't change until you change first within. Many people try to adjust their external world, unaware that the true key lies in aligning their beliefs and identity with their deepest desires. If you seek success, abundance, and a fulfilled life, it's time to understand how this inner transformation can be your greatest ally. Want to know how? Stick around, because the next steps will show you how to control your reality from the inside out. Imagine everything around you acts like a giant mirror, reflecting without filter what exists within you. If someone holds on to negative beliefs, limiting thoughts, or even insecurities, reality tends to bring more of that back to them. This mirror principle isn't just a metaphor, it's almost a universal law, showing that how you see the world is often a direct reflection of how you see yourself. Have you noticed that when you're in a good mood, everything seems to flow better? That's the mirror in action. It reflects your internal state in your external experiences, confirming that transforming what's inside is the first step to seeing something new outside. Now, consider the impact of this perspective. Changing reality starts at the root, in the beliefs you hold about who you are and what you deserve. Imagine a person who desires financial abundance, but internally fears losing money or feels unworthy of success. The world will reflect this conflict, perhaps with constant financial struggles. The key is to align your identity with this vision of abundance. By transforming internal beliefs, you signal to the mirror that you want to see a new version of yourself, and the reflection follows this transformation. But don't think it's something that happens overnight. This inner transformation requires persistence, like planting a tree that takes time to grow. You need to nurture and feed this vision of yourself so that the reflection begins to show signs of change. Life responds to this alignment gradually, like an image slowly coming into focus. And here's where the magic happens. By transforming your internal state, the mirror of reality begins to reflect differently, paving the way for the next stage, where internal wealth becomes essential for external success. To achieve any kind of success, especially financial, it's essential to start with the wealth you build internally. A millionaire mindset doesn't arise simply from having money in your pocket, but from strong beliefs in worthiness, abundance, and a long-term vision. It's about how you see yourself and what you believe you're capable of achieving. If your identity isn't aligned with this vision of prosperity, opportunities may appear but are unlikely to last. Like a building that requires a solid foundation, external success only grows upon a strong internal base. Building this foundation begins with daily practices. Imagine, for example, that each thought is a small piece of this base. By cultivating positive beliefs and eliminating scarcity thinking, you strengthen this foundation. A practical tip is to start each day with affirmations, declaring to yourself that you are deserving of abundance and have the potential to thrive. Another exercise is to conduct an internal audit and note your primary beliefs about money. Which of these are limiting? Which beliefs empower you? The simple act of recognizing these beliefs initiates the transformation process. True internal wealth also lies in staying resilient, even when results haven't appeared yet. This is where many people give up, believing the effort isn't worth it. But here, persistence and long-term vision come into play. Every positive thought and action accumulated gradually builds a new reality. It's almost like working out. You don't see muscles grow on the first day at the gym, but with consistency, transformation happens. With this solid foundation of internal wealth, everything around you starts to respond. And the reflection of this alignment opens up space for the next essential reflections. Reality is constantly validating the beliefs you hold within yourself, acting like a mirror that reflects back what you project. When someone harbors negative beliefs, life aligns to reinforce them, creating obstacles, frustrations, and a constant feeling that nothing goes right. In contrast, those who nurture positive beliefs experience reality differently. Doors open, opportunities emerge, and even small miracles seem to happen. It's as if the universe is conspiring in your favor, but in reality, it's your own mind functioning as a powerful tool for manifestation. To understand this better, think of a person who believes they're unlucky or that they're never chosen. This belief generates behaviors and attitudes that reinforce the cycle, pushing away opportunities and creating a scarcity scenario. Now, if this same person starts affirming to themselves that they are deserving and that good things are within their reach, their posture changes and reality follows suit. This process, however, isn't automatic. It requires continuous reprogramming of internal beliefs, like a gardener who removes weeds to cultivate a healthy garden. The key lies in observing and questioning your beliefs. What thoughts do you nurture about yourself? What phrases do you mentally repeat when something goes wrong? Write them down, reflect on them, and rewrite these beliefs in positive versions. This small daily exercise trains your mind to see beyond limitations. And as positive beliefs gain strength, the mirror of reality begins to reflect more aligned with your desires, creating space for the transformation process that lies ahead. Transforming your reality requires a clear vision of what you desire and a deep alignment between identity, beliefs, and long-term goals. It's like building a house. You need the right blueprint and proper tools, and the vision of the finished house keeps motivation high. Defining this vision of your ideal reality is the first step, but the real challenge lies in adapting your beliefs and identity to sustain it. Who do you need to become to live this reality? This question propels you to align every action and thought with the life you want to manifest. Persistence is an essential ingredient in this process. Sometimes life feels challenging, and it's easy to get off track or lose heart. But this is where a strengthened identity and beliefs make all the difference. Imagine someone who sees themselves as a successful entrepreneur. Even in the face of difficulties, they stay focused because their identity is firmly anchored in that self-view. A simple exercise is to write down every day 3 actions that bring you closer to this goal and review how each one strengthens your identity. This habit reinforces that every step is part of the transformation process. Over time, you'll notice that small internal changes start to create a new external reality. This transformation isn't immediate, but the reflection of who you're becoming inevitably appears in the world around you. And this process doesn't end here. As you evolve, your goals and worldview also expand. Soon the journey continues with a new focus, the abundance mindset that opens doors to even greater possibilities while eliminating beliefs of scarcity. An abundance mindset acts like a powerful filter that adjusts your worldview, allowing you to see possibilities where others see barriers. When you focus on gratitude for what you already have, you naturally make room for more good things to enter your life. It's the opposite of a scarcity mindset, which creates a constant feeling that nothing is ever enough. Someone trapped in this thinking lives as if they're constantly struggling to survive, while those with an abundance mindset thrive, attracting more than they need. Gratitude becomes a daily practice that reinforces this abundant outlook. This concept applies to various areas of life. Take financial matters, for example. While some people view money as a limited, scarce resource, others see it as an energy that flows and circulates. Those with an abundance mindset invest in new skills, seek opportunities, and believe that there will always be a way to grow. To reinforce this thinking, a practical exercise is to write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple practice shifts your focus away from worries and back to what you've already achieved. The change in perspective doesn't happen overnight, but the results are profound. When you start seeing life with more abundance, you realize that many of the limitations that once seemed insurmountable were, in fact, creations of your own mind. It's as if the opportunities were always there, but only now is your vision ready to see them. This new outlook opens space to recognize the value of time and the natural process of reality, which often requires a delay before yielding the fruits of alignment. In the physical world, there's a gap between the moment you plant an internal seed, like a new belief or intention, and the time when results appear. This time delay makes persistence crucial. Imagine someone who begins to think positively and expects instant change. Seeing nothing immediately, they may be tempted to give up. But it's essential to remember that reality has its own timeline for processing these changes, and their reflection manifests gradually, like a mirror that takes time to return a clear image. This concept of delayed reflection is evident in many areas. Consider someone who decides to adopt a millionaire mindset. Initially, it may seem like nothing has changed, but over time, their habits, posture, and actions start to shift. Gradually, the world around them responds with new opportunities and financial results. This delay tests faith and consistency. It's easy to hold a belief for a day, but can you sustain it when the results aren't visible yet? Maintaining internal alignment is essential for external reality to respond on the same frequency. By understanding and accepting this maturation time, you can relax and trust the process. Anxiety decreases and confidence grows because you know that change is on the way. It's like the gestation of an idea. It requires patience, but the result is lasting. This waiting period is also an invitation to strengthen your identity and beliefs, preparing the ground so that cycles of growth can replace old negative cycles, creating a fertile environment for true transformation. Cycles of growth and decline are common in everyone's life, but the key lies in how you respond to them. Repeated negative attitudes create a cycle of frustration and stagnation, like a snowball that only grows if it's not interrupted. When someone clings to thoughts of incapacity or failure, it reinforces that self-image, and the effects show up in all areas: relationships, work, health. To break this cycle, you must make a conscious decision to replace these projections with more positive identities aligned with your desires. It's a change that requires practice, but the rewards are immense. You can see this cycle in the behavior of those who are constantly complaining or dissatisfied. With each negative thought, the mind reinforces the idea that life is limited, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, by shifting this inner dialogue, a person begins to see the world differently, attracting new possibilities. Try, for example, observing your thoughts for a week and noting how often you cling to complaints. This simple act already breaks the pattern and initiates a new cycle, this time of growth. Awareness is the first gateway to transformation. Over time, the growth cycle becomes a new routine. You reprogram yourself to see opportunities, feel gratitude, and act with confidence. And life responds accordingly. This positive cycle strengthens persistence and identity, and soon, its reflection appears in reality. Maintaining this growth cycle is the foundation for exploring keys that truly transform the way you see yourself in the world, as if sculpting a new reflection. To create a life truly aligned with your desires, 4 transformative keys can make all the difference. The first key is to cultivate a positive vision of yourself. When you see yourself as capable and deserving, everything begins to align with this self-image. It's like changing glasses. By swapping the filter through which you see yourself, the reflection in reality transforms too. This involves simple practices, like reinforcing your qualities every day and replacing self-criticism with affirmations of value. This renewed self-image opens doors that once seemed locked. The second key is to nurture a worldview that supports the results you want to achieve. Seeing the world as a place of abundance rather than scarcity transforms your decisions and attitudes. When someone believes that opportunities are limited, they end up creating barriers for themselves. The third key is to maintain your beliefs firmly, even when results haven't yet manifested. This commitment is the fuel for the mirror of reality to begin reflecting change. Persisting in your truth creates a magnetic field that attracts exactly what you project internally. Finally, the fourth key is to observe and confirm the positive reflections already appearing around you. Each small victory, each sign of alignment is proof that the process is working. Keep a gratitude journal and notice the subtle transformations in your daily life. These reflections, no matter how small, are reminders that you're on the right path, and it's with this fuel that you move forward into a new phase of discovery and growth, aligning your identity even more closely with your long-term vision and strengthening your abundance mindset. Now that you hold the power of the mirror principle in your hands, it's time to take action. Ask yourself, am I truly willing to transform my inner self to see the reflection I desire in my life? What you wish to see on the outside only appears when the internal work is done with dedication. What beliefs, thoughts, and attitudes do you need to align so that your reality starts responding differently? Remember, the reflection may take time, but it is consistent. Persistence, focus, and a clear vision of what you want are your best tools. From today on, observe how small internal changes begin to shape the world around you. Each positive reflection, each sign of alignment, is a reminder that you're on the right track. Don't be afraid to adjust what needs adjusting. After all, what's at stake is control over your own reality. And if this resonates with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Together, we'll explore more ways to transform life from the inside out and create the future we desire. Oh, and of course, thank you for staying until the end. If this content helped you in any way, be sure to share it with others. And hold on, don't leave just yet. On the final screen, there are 2 incredible videos that will further accelerate your journey of evolution. Don't miss this chance. Click there, and I'll see you in the next video.